Hello and welcome to Fatbellymarks Shed. This is my latest project. This project is all about amalgamating 3D printing and epoxy resin turning. It starts off with a number of designs which are 3D printed. They will be assembled and with the aid of some epoxy to produce a bespoke pet cremation urn for a friend's cat called Luft. This is something I've been working on for a while now. It allows for the design to be finalized before any turning takes place. So here, I am giving all the parts a coat of UV resin to try and stop any resin leaks when the object is being molded. Because of time constraints, the 3D printing was done to a low-grade level. This means the prints are not fluid resistant. Because the hexagons have compound curved tops, the lower edges have to be built up in some sort of way to allow each hexagon to be filled with resin to the top. The hexagons are now filled with resin. This method turned out to be very time-consuming. So I came up with another way, not quite as tedious. Since then, I have come up with another idea, which I may use in another project. The stuff I'm painting on is latex rubber, which I hoped would be able to stop any leaks from occurring. The next day when the resin had cured, I removed all the hot glue, which was nearly as tiresome as applying it, but after an hour or so I had removed it all. For this one, I just heated the printed part until it went soft. I was then able to just pull it all away. The resin had to be trimmed down to the rough shape before finishing with a belt sander. I'm now assembling the inside part of the teardrop mold. Next, it's the outer shell of the mold. The masking tape is just a bit of extra protection from any leaks. Let's get on with the turning. I start with a square end carbide tool to remove all the rough edges, before taking over with a round carbide which removes the PLA mold easily. Once the PLA is removed, I know that I've got approximately 8 mm of resin to play with to gain the required shape. By using this method, I have managed to produce a complicated design, with little turning and minimal usage of resin. The shape I wanted has been achieved. Numerous coats of lacquer are applied to give a super gloss finish. Now turning and sanding are complete. The surface needs to be built up to a perfect finish with about 6 coats of lacquer. That's it, what a beautiful finish. I'm well happy with that. Now it's on with the lid, and a quick bit of CNC work to create the cat's name plaque. The name is inserted into the lid mold, which is then filled with resin. On with the turning. The white piece, which was originally being used to align the lid between centers, has been stuck to the mold by some resin that has leaked from the mold. This will need to be turned off when the rest of the PLA has been removed. Well, that's one way of getting it off. Luckily there is no damage to the finial, so it's on with the turning. There's an air bubble caused by the resin leak that needs to be removed. This requires a bit more turning than was planned. That's it in the finished state. The next thing to be tackled is the base. First things first, the top is faced up, because I want to turn the whole thing around to fit a base plate. This will thicken the base, and also give me access to fit my maker's logo. On initial removal of the mold, I found the resin was turning with a lot of chip out. I decided that it was not cured enough, so I left it to the next day. If you have any questions you would like answering or would like to know more, please leave your comments below. Leaving it an extra day has worked with the curing time. The resin is turning well, and with all the chip out removed. Now the turning is finished, I'm going to do a bit of carving to make it look like splashes of water rising up. That's it after sanding. Now a few coats of lacquer to bring up the finish. If you like my video and my work, please consider subscribing, clicking the notification button, and sharing the video. I'm most grateful for you watching. Thank you. Wow. That's it. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.